Be mindful of this eclipse. For those of you who are interested in what rituals you may be able to do, my suggestion is be right, be ready, and be right.
Be righteous.
You know what I mean? Righteous. You know what I mean? Be righteous, embrace it. You got to get outside and bow down to the damn eclipse. That's what you better do. Because at the end of the day, this is no joke. This energy is coming in. That's no joke. Okay? But we will see. What Spirit has shown me, we will see. During this eclipse, you're going to see some disagreeable energy. Okay? And like I said, they're going to try to blame it on the energy and with the eclipse coming in, that powerful energy. So you're going to see some disagreeable energy. Spirit is also showing me there's something else big that's going to take place. Like they be having another shootout, or something goes on, something like that is going to take place right after this eclipse. Okay, and it might be within the next week or two before or right after, but don't say I didn't tell you so. Something else big is getting ready to happen, y'all. Y'all are going to see. Okay? That's pretty much what I have on the eclipse. Now, with weather, okay? Now, you all heard about the sinkholes in Florida, okay? That sinkhole, from what I understand, was like 200 and something feet wide and 50 feet deep, okay? And what you all have to understand is that these are things that we have to pay attention to. Now, they're manipulating the forces of nature. Now, they can only manipulate her, but they cannot control her. Remember that, okay? So with saying that, their manipulation is causing stimulation and the wrath of nature to come fight back. So when you start seeing more sinkholes such as the one in Florida, you ain't seen nothing yet, okay? And what Spirit is showing me, not only that, after they had that sinkhole a couple of weeks ago, 2 more houses fell into the sinkhole and widened even more. So that kind of tells you better pay attention spiritually, because Florida, parts of Florida, is going to be falling off. So if you're in Florida, you better get your asses up out of Florida, because you know what I mean? Because guess what? Florida, half of it is going to be falling off. Okay? Now, we are in the season of hurricane. It starts in August, right? I think August, if I'm not mistaken, y'all. So we are in that season. So what we need to do is pay attention. Now, we're going to see a lot more flooding take place. Remember, we're in the age of Aquarius, the age of water and air. So you're going to see more tornadoes. You're going to see more water, more floods, okay? And I'm going to tell y'all like this. October, I'm going to say the end of September, October, we're going to have 3 hurricanes that take place, okay? It's going to be one in the north, one in the east, and one in the west, okay? And don't say I didn't tell you all. Now, I'm definitely seeing an earthquake in October, okay? I'm seeing an earthquake in October that is going to take place in between Seattle and California. There's going to be an earthquake that takes place, okay? Spirit is showing me, and it's going to be a big one. It's going to be on a 6.5 scale, okay? Ooh. It's going to be a big one, all right? And I'm also seeing there is going to be a minor earthquake that's going to take place coming up the East Coast. And I don't know if it's between Georgia and Virginia, but there's going to be a minor earthquake that takes place. And it's going to be 4, but it's going to be felt. It's going to be something we need to talk about. And see, this is the mother's wrath coming back, because they keep continuing to manipulate her forces, okay? So we're going to see some serious weather patterns that's coming up, okay? Is anything going to hit Atlanta? You know, as a matter of fact, tornadoes. We're going to see more tornadoes in Atlanta, okay? Within the next, I would say, 4 months. Within the next 4 months, we're going to see more tornadoes, okay? Interesting. I see a hurricane in North Georgia. I see a hurricane in North Georgia, okay? Now, yes, she's pissed off because they keep tampering with her weather. They keep tampering with her, let's put it this way, her womb. So as long as you continue to think you're going to manipulate the womb of Mother Nature, then you're going to have to feel her wrath. She keeps warning them and warning them and warning them, and they don't want to listen, okay? And under that, some of us going to have to suffer. But see, that's why I tell y'all, take your behinds outside. Talk to the sun, talk to the rain, talk to the damn earth. You know what I mean? Get close with nature, okay? Make sure you pay homage to nature and you won't be affected. I know because I've done it before. And I've watched tornadoes come through my whole neighborhood and knock down trees and everything else, but my house wasn't touched by one tree, okay? And that's because I was intertwined and respected that very thing called nature. Okay, and respected her womb, and respected the spirit of water and the spirit of the wind, and you know the forces of Oya, as you all call her, and the forces of Shango when that came through. So be very mindful. Another thing too, for the next couple of weeks, we will be seeing more tropical storms drawing up. Okay, there's going to be some tropical storms coming up the east and the west coast. So look out for some more tropical storms, okay? Be prepared, okay? How about Texas? Kendra Loris, Texas. Hey, you know, Texas been through a lot for the last couple of months, okay? I'm not picking up too much besides maybe tropical storms coming through Texas, okay? Maybe tropical storms. Now, South Carolina, be mindful. Because there's going to be some flooding coming down Charleston, Columbia area. Be mindful, okay? Some flooding going on in that area. That's what I see, okay? Spirit just showed me, too, another tornado coming through Louisiana. Right through the French Quarters. Right through the French Quarters, another tornado coming, family, through Louisiana. They better be careful, okay? Now, all right, so we talked about politics, we talked about weather, we talked about the eclipse. Let's move on to relationships, okay? Now, if you're experiencing some type of, excuse me, energy in your one-ships, as I call them, but I entitled it relationships because some people still are not learning the terminology from when I was teaching you on the show. They're called one-ships because you curse yourself when you keep saying again, relationships, okay? So I call them one-ships. What we're going to see, if you are experiencing some type of energy in your relationship right now, whether it's arguing, fighting, or disagreeable energy, okay? After the eclipse, expect either or. The good or the bad.
Increase.
Okay? Expect an increase. If you are okay, expect the increase of being great. Okay? If you're not okay, expect a decrease and moving on. Okay? And this is what's taking place. Because not only that, if you all remember, I told you all years ago, you know what? Soulmates are being put together. Soulmates are coming together, and we all have work to do. Okay? So what's taking place is this influx of energy that's coming in from this eclipse is going to either enhance your one-ships for the better, so you all can continue the great works that the mother wants you to do on this earth, or is going to pull it apart because it's not conducive to the energy that we're needing right now. And because we're in a major spiritual warfare, okay? Spiritual warfare. This is spiritual with the physical. It's going down, y'all. You got the disagreeables that are down here really using people, making them crazy, making them do things like run their mouth. You know what I mean? And what's happening is, you know,
walkthroughs.
There's a lot of walkthroughs going on. So what's happening is we have to pay attention because this is going to affect a lot of humanity. I know. I'm getting them coming to me from north, east, west, and south, y'all. I'm talking about from not only north, east, west, and south here, but overseas too, okay? That are calling or emailing about what's going on in their lives, okay? And the thing about it is that people have to pay attention. Remember that Lion's Gate was open and these disagreeable spirits were let down here. You understand? And they came down flying, okay? I seen them spiritually. Now,
They're
for
gonna
those,
use spiritual people too, the ones that like to do evil work.
right, they're definitely going to be using spiritual people, and they're going to come at spiritual people more, harder, bigger, you know what I mean? Stronger. So you got to be able to shut them down. And when you shut them down, you let them know you're not the one to be played with, okay? Okay. Idris Nikki is on. Okay. All right. So anyway, y'all, what I'm saying is now with the relationships, be mindful. After the eclipse, it's going to be either good or bad. Get prepared. Prepare your heart, your body, and your mind and your soul for whatever's going to happen. Okay? That means if it's going to increase for the better, get ready to do some work. Get ready to do some work. If it's going to decrease for the less, it's time to move on. Move on and go on about your business because it's not conducive to the energy that we're getting ready to see after this eclipse. Okay? So it's very important you all take heed to this energy after this eclipse. Okay? What else did we say we was going to cover? So we said politics, weather, eclipse, finances. Okay. Now, if you're one that has been struggling, if you're one that has, done, like I said on the video the other night, done righteous things throughout your life, because we ain't nobody perfect, and helped people and did what you had to do, and you've been struggling for a long time, you know what I mean? Now, that's not to say poor, because some people like to say they're poor. No, we're not poor. Have gratitude for what you got. If you got a roof over your head, food to eat, you understand, a job, you are not poor. Do not get it confused. Don't let man brainwash you and make you think that if you don't have that Mercedes or that big house, you poor. Because as long as you are able to sustain and you can go to bed every night and you can have a plate of food to eat and you can get up, you understand, and be able to get in your car and go to work, you're not poor. Get that out of your mind. The thing about it is there's many people who have struggled and have helped so many people. And this goes for many of us that have done this and have walked such a righteous path for many years, okay? And necessarily don't want to be super rich. I'm one of them. I don't want to be a millionaire. I mean, but if it comes, it comes. It's great. You know what I mean? Because I'll probably, my crazy behind me done gave it half away. You know what I mean? My thing is, I just want to be financially stable.
Don't come big.
No, the thing about it, y'all, is about real talk. When you put out that energy for so many years for helping and doing what you know you came back to this earth to do, after this eclipse, expect your blessings to come rolling in. Because a lot of us say, well, when are my blessings coming? You know what I mean? When am I going to get my blessings? The point is, you know what? It's just not your time. That's what this transformation's about. And for the Christians, you all know in the Bible they talk about, the rich shall be poor and the poor shall be rich. You know what I mean? Well, basically, if you look at the metaphor of that, that's basically rich in spirit. Because at the end of the day, money, you can't take it with you when you die. So the point is, if you struggled most of your life and you've gone through situations in your life where you know in your heart that you were very compassionate about helping people, you've done for the family, you've done this, and you constantly felt like you were struggling, now is the time to receive your blessings after this eclipse. Expect a lot of not just monetary things to come to you, but the amount of work that you've put out, helping, doing compassionate things for your people is going to come back to you, okay? So that's another thing we have to understand. This is what this energy is going to present to us, okay? Now, if we have any questions, I'll take a few questions. We did talk about, for those who are on here just coming in, yeah, a little bit. We talked about the monthly predictions of August. I'm going to try to do a video every month of the predictions that I see. But now we're done with that. Let's take some questions. Take some questions, family. Okay? We got Idris Beta just came in. We got Kim Smith that came in. And now I'm going to take some questions. Now, I just did August monthly predictions. Another thing, family, I've been posting some questions on Facebook. And one of the things, one of the reasons I'm doing is kind of to get people prepared for this energy that's coming in. Okay? This energy that's coming in with this eclipse. You know, one of the questions I posed to some people was, you know, what is it that you like about yourself? It's sort of getting people, no, back into, you can give me the bottle, back into, you know, loving themselves, right? So basically, I've been posting these questions in the